another bit of free association comedy.
Yeah, go on then.
I won't do the bit I've just done, I'll do that later, but this is a very short sketch.
Okay.
Really, absolutely, terribly short. So, do you have any children? Henrietta? Diddy, I'm sorry to hear that.
You see, I did this 20-mile hike with a splinter in the heel of my foot, and we got to the end and I was in absolute agony. So Matt had a pair of tweezers in his penknife, but I couldn't actually get to the splinter, so I got my knife and I started doing a bit of that, sort of opening up, and I could get the tweezers in, you see.
This is your foot actually, this Jaffa cake?
Yep, that's right. So it was a bit like that.
Yeah, base.
That's right, and then once I got the splinter out,
Yeah.
I was able to eat my foot.
Ooh. Yum yum.
Very tasty.
Sticky, messy, almost lost me stick.
Like there was no path really.
Yes, exactly. It sort of came up to about there.
Up to there. Yes. I don't know where the path went. There was no obvious beginning or end to this, but we've now got ourselves in a sort of bog.
It's commonly known in the book as a short back and barker, where Jonathan thinks he knows where he's going. Oh yeah.
Jonathan, how would you describe our last quarter of a mile or so?
Just an adventure.
A bit of an adventure. Yes. Is this jumpable?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh
my God, what's this?
Yeah, God, man. Yeah, Jono, we don't really want to go through that massive puddle.
We're not.
Could be the end of Charlton Mark 3.
This is the hairiest bit of the walk. Have I got to do this? For God's sake.
Yeah, do you want to get to the bottom and pass your camera?
Yeah, possibly do.
Alright, well, once you get to about here, there's a bit of a dip. Actually, it's walkable.
Is it?
Yeah, you can slide over it.
Help!
You right there, Phil?
Huh?
You right?
Yes, I'm coming. I'll just get these last moments of this rather. And there's the bay in the distance. Maps are useful, aren't they?
Yeah.
Shall I go?
Okay, yeah, I'll do a bit of a spiel if that's right.
Absolutely. This is rather a good lookout.
Well, we've finally made it. This is not the first time we've seen the sea. We've actually, in fact, been able to see the sea for the last couple of days. But this is the first time we've got anywhere close to the coast, really. And you're now looking down at Robin Hood's Bay. We've come across from St Bees, through the Lake District, through the Yorkshire Dales, and now finally across the Yorkshire Moors. We have completed what we set out to do, and I think we're both absolutely exhausted. So we're looking forward to getting down there, getting our feet wet, and then our throats wet, and getting some good food.
I'm not planning on drinking any seawater.
And you, Matt?
Well, I was just thinking, we can probably see our campsite.
You know, looking at it back at it now, Matt, I have to say it seems quite an easy thing that we did. Looking at it on a video is quite straightforward, but at the time I remember it really being incredibly difficult, and just that level of satisfaction when we finally got to the coast and we could see the end in sight, and as you said, you could see the campsite.
Yeah, it's quite true actually. I think sort of when you put it onto film, when you let people watch it, because obviously they only essentially see the edited highlights, then it does seem a lot easier, I suppose.
Would you start filming me?
Boom, to the backing group. Boom, 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 boom.
When you came for a bit of quiet holiday.
We picked these up in some bees and we're now going to throw them out.
This is Chris, that is Boris.
I'll go in too gently and I'll chicken out. So I had to just kind of dunk myself in.
What was the water like?
It's very nice, just ever so slightly cold.
You do a bit of any hill now?
What do you want to do?
Do you want to do you chasing me?
No, I'm not doing that on a public beach.
Oh yeah, cool.
No,
All
no.
you've got to do is run after me.
No.
Come on!
No.
So that's what they call fun, is it?
Wait a minute, we need a still camera.
Oh, good! Did you get one?
Just a minute.
I suppose the only other thing to mention, of course, is that the whole thing finished officially in Robin Hood's Bay. We did, like I say, hike up to Whitby at the end because we got back from there. But of course, the whole point is you pick up a stone and some bees, don't you? Carry it across the way and throw it in the sea at Robin Hood's Bay. So mine was called Boris. What was yours?
Chris, I think.
Chris,
It's getting in the film.
It is in the film, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, of course, we went swimming in Robin Hood's Bay, even though it was freezing, and that woman just looked at us and said, "What are you doing?"
Yeah.
And we're like, "We're just on the coast to coast." Oh,
Yeah. No, but yeah, I enjoyed the end of it. I thought it was very good that we'd finally sort of made it, and we had a bit of a chat with Phil. I think spirits were high on that day when we could see Robin Hood's Bay, and was glad. It was quite jovial, kind of skipping across the flats to make it there. And
it was very
looking
simple, very easy day,
Mm.
and it's just nice with Phil as well. And at the end of it, done 200 miles in 2 weeks.
Trying to find Patrick Stewart's cottage, but
We did look for Patrick Stewart, we couldn't find him. But
No.
I was just the last couple of days, really fantastic sense of achievement, wasn't it? I
Yeah.
felt chuffed. The endless mountains, the tent breaking,
The endless pubs.
you know, me getting a bit of sunstroke, the odd bit of here and there, and it was both of us having issues throughout the thing, just because it was such a momentous thing. You know, you don't do that sort of thing and not have problems and not have challenges in there that you didn't expect. It was great. I mean, I think it was a real test of our friendship as well, I suppose.
Tests how I suppose well you know each other, or how are we gonna cope with one another.
Tests your inner self, doesn't it?
I think it does, yeah.
Yeah, good stuff. Good stuff.